Hello everyone, it's Gladius. So this video is going to tell you about unstable elementium. It's about how it relates to jewel crafters, how it relates to non-jewel crafting players, and why it's so important in 10.0.7. First, let's start with what we know about the item so far. Unstable elementium is going to be used to upgrade our Onyx Amulet. If you don't know what that is, check the description below because in 10.0.7, you're going to be able to get an item level 424 ring. And not only is it a strong item level, but it also has 3 primordial gem slots in it. If I pull up my Onyx Amulet, I have 3 stones attached. I have Cold Frost Stone, Wind Sculpted Stone, and Entropic Fell Stone. Now, bear in mind, these are not the strongest gems or the strongest gem combination you could have. This is just what I found so far. It's kind of an RNG system, and you have to find the ones that you want to use. And check the description below if you want to learn all about it, because I go over it in that video in detail. But let's take a quick look at these. So first one says, gain a frost shield every 20 seconds that absorbs 33,689 damage and slows melee attackers by 15% for 5 seconds. The second one here says, moving rallies the wind to your side, granting 165 speed, stacking up to 5 times. The third one says, fire damage dealt by primordial stones is increased by 60% and now chaos damage. And again, there's more damage-oriented gems as well. These are just the ones that I've found so far. So anyway, let's talk about how the unstable elementium item made by jewel crafters relates to the primordial stones. These primordial stones can be upgraded using that item, unstable elementium. Now, if we jump back to the unstable elementium, let's talk about the things we know about it so far. First of all, it's an item that binds when picked up. That's how we know we have to use the crafting order station to be able to get these and be able to make these. Unless you're a jewel crafter, you can make these for yourself. But if you're not a jewel crafter, crafting order station is the only way you're going to be able to upgrade your primordial stone. So that's where jewel crafting already is set apart as a really strong profession in 10.0.7 because player progression is tied directly to an item created by only them. Next, what we know is that this recipe is going to be dropped from a rare in the Forbidden Reach, Amethyst. Now, there's no information on location data. There's no drop percentage data or anything like that right now. This is a rare that was data mined and is mentioned, but we haven't actually seen it yet in the game, or it hasn't been killed enough to be able to collect the data to know. So all of that's kind of a gray question area right now. We don't know exactly what the drop rate is. Let's return to unstable elementium here. Another thing we know based on this tooltip here is that it doesn't have a quality attached to it. This is important because that's going to determine which of the crafting attributes it's going to benefit most from. If we look over here in crafting details, notice only resourcefulness is showing up. Inspiration is missing here. That's because inspiration determines quality, and we're not really interested in... So for this one, inspiration really doesn't do anything since there's no quality attached to the item specifically. But let's talk about resourcefulness for a second. When you're crafting this item for other players, you're going to be able to retain whatever your resourcefulness saves when you're doing a crafting order. This is the way it works for any of the items that you make on the crafting order station already. So what that means is that you're going to be able to retain some of these dormant primordial fragments and also some of this silken gem dust. What's nice about that is that that means you're going to be able to get some of these primary ingredients to upgrade your own gems as a jewel crafter. So not only are you making a lot of money by capitalizing on this crafting order station, crafting order system, you're also funneling those resources back to yourself to be able to upgrade your gems more quickly. Again, and that's another reason why I'm leveling a jewel crafting to be able to take advantage of this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about how unstable elementium is going to interact with the crafting order station. We already know that by crafting these as a jewel crafter, we're able to get some items back with resourcefulness. How can we craft a lot of these given that we got the recipe? Again, we don't know exactly how difficult it's going to be to get the recipe. Now, if I jump back to the live servers and take a look at crafting orders on there, we can see that when we go over to the public crafting orders, that all of the items are supplied for us when we craft these. And because this item doesn't have a quality attached to it, I think mostly players are going to post this as a public crafting order. That's because when you do a private order or a direct order to someone, you're able to set an expected quality. For items that there are no quality attached, like Alvin the Anvil here, it's not as important. You just want really anybody to click that button for you so that you can be able to get the item quicker. If you're curious about crafting orders and how to do them and the differences between private and public crafting orders, go ahead and take a look at the video in the description. I go over it in detail there. All right, let's take a look at one more thing. What we know about the design Unstable Elementium is that we have to be level 58, and we also have to have Dragon Isle jewel crafting at level 50. Notice this, the item is bind when picked up. So you're not able to go out there, get the recipe, send it to your alt, and then learn it, and then start making this. Which for me is a big bump in the road because right now my main has mining and blacksmithing. Now this is just my personal plan, but you make your own decisions here. What I'm planning on doing is just setting aside what I would need to level up my jewel crafting to level 50. And just killing this rare daily to see if I can get this recipe. And then at that point, I would make the jump to unlearn mining and pick up jewel crafting instead, so I can start taking advantage of these crafting orders on the public order system. If you're doing my strategy, I suggest waiting until you get the recipe before you unlearn your previous profession. I know at least with the Elemental Lariat, it's not exactly a quick and easy grind. It made the players who did get it a lot of cash, but it's not exactly just like going to go pick one up. Just to summarize, Unstable Elementium is going to be really strong in the next patch from Jewel Crafters because it's tied to player progression. You're able to funnel resources back to yourself using resourcefulness. And that's going to allow you not only to get some good cash from commissions, but also funnel those resources back to yourself to be able to level up your own Primordial Stone Onyx Amulet. And not to mention, you're going to have to upgrade your Primordial Stones anyway. This is going to save you on having to pay commissions to a Jewel Crafter to make these for you as well. All right, those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you going to re-roll the Jewel Crafting? Or are you going to try to take advantage of this? And would you agree that I feel like jewel crafting was the correct choice for profession so far in Dragonflight? Let me know in the comment section below. And everyone, if this video helps you out today, please heroic strike that like button. And if you want to stay tuned for more WoW content in the future, please slam the subscribe. I appreciate your time today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.